In this clip, we're going to introduce tens complement multiplication. The advantages of tens complement multiplication is that all the products from two-digit products greater than 6 times 6 or 36 can be had using this method of multiplication. Essentially all the high numbers up to 81. And those are the most difficult to memorize for the students. So it's much better that we verify it. Now we have completed the nines. So the triangular area at the bottom. So again, we're going to start with closed fists. The first one I'm going to do is 7 times 7. So I want to get the tens complement. So this, the left hand will say, or the right hand, we'll start with the right hand. It already is 7. And so when I start my count, I want to count up to 10. So I'm going to start my count at 8, then 9, then 10. 3 fingers extended. The reason that 3 is a tens complement of 7 is because 7 and 3 are 10. All right, I want to multiply 7 times 7. So I'm going to do this. 8, 9, and then the thumb 10. Okay, there it is. So we have 3 fingers extended on each hand. And the rule for tens complement multiplication is this. I'm going to multiply the open fingers, and that'll be the ones place. And then I'm going to add the closed fingers, and that's going to be the tens place. So I have 3 times 3, and that's 9, so that's my ones place. And then I'm going to add the closed fingers. So I have 2 in my right hand and 2 in my left hand. And 2 and 2 is 4. And 4 is the tens place. So 7 times 7 is 49. What about 7 times 8? All right. This is already 7. 3 fingers extended. 8, 9, 10. This is a 7. I want to make it an 8, tens complement of 8. So I would say 9, 10. Remember, this was already 8, closed fist. And then you're going to count starting at one higher number. So this is 9, and that's 10. So 2 extended fingers. What it means is that 8 plus 2 is 10. So that's a tens complement. Now, these 2 hands, the way they are, represent 7 times 8. So I'm going to multiply the open fingers, 3 on this hand and 2 on this hand. 3 times 2 is 6. And then I'm going to, that's the ones place. Then I'm going to add the, I'm going to count the closed fingers. In my right hand there's 2, and in my left hand there's 3. 2 and 3 is 5. So 7 times 8 is 56. This is the tens place, the closed fingers. And then you multiply, you add the closed fingers, and then you multiply the open fingers. So there it is, 56. Now for our next one, I want to get 8 times 8. So we can fill in that blanks there. So I'm going to turn this down. And my count will be, you know, starting at closed fist, my count would be 9, 10. Because 8 and 2 are 10, so I have 2 extended fingers and 2 extended fingers. Now it represents 8 times 8. So I'm going to multiply the open fingers. 2 times 2, that's a 4. That's the ones place. And then I'm going to add the closed fingers. Right hand, I have 3 closed fingers. Left hand, I have 3 closed fingers. 3 and 3 is 6. So 8 times 8 is 64. My next multiplication will be 6 times 8. All right, my right hand is already an 8. This is an 8. 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's the 10th complement. 6, start with 2 closed fists. And I'll say 7, 8, 9, correct count, and then finally close this and open these 2, 10, all right? So we can put the straight four fingers straight up because this is 7, 8, 9, 10. In other words, 4 is the 10's complement of 6 because 6 and 4 are 10. Okay? The rule is to multiply the open fingers. So I have 2 times 4 and I get an 8. That's my ones place. And then for the tens place, I'm going to add the closed fingers. I have 1 in this hand and I have 3 in this hand. 3 and 1 is 4. And so 6 times 8 is 48. Open fingers multiply, 2 times 4, that's an 8, ones place. Closed fingers, add them, 3 and 1, 4. So 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9, ordinarily you would switch it around and say 9 times 6 because visual 9 is the easiest. Okay, 6, this is 6 times 8. So I want to get 6 times 9. What I'm going to do is close these. Now, starting at 9, this is already a 9, and I'm going to count 10. All right? In other words, 1 extended finger, 1 is the 10's complement of 9 because 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm going to multiply the open fingers, 1 times 4, so I get a 4. That's my ones place. Then I'm going to add the closed fingers. I have 4 on my right hand and 1 on my left hand. 4 and 1 is 5. So 9 times 6 is 54. But whenever you get a 9, whenever a 9 is one of the multiplier or the multiplicand, always use visual 9. That's the easiest. 8 times 9. This is already 9. And I want to make this an 8. So I want to put those 2 down. And this represents 9, 10. 2 extended fingers is the 10's complement of 8. And 1 extended finger is the 10's complement of 9. So this represents 9 times 8. I mean, 8 times 9. 8 times 9. So I'm going to multiply the open fingers. 1 times 2. So 2 is the ones place. And then I'm going to add the closed fingers, and I get 4 on this side, right? And I get 3 on this side, and 4 and 3 is 7. So 8 times 9 is 72. Same as you would get if you use visual 9. All right, is there any more? Yeah, just one more. What about 9 times 9? This is already a 9. So there it is. 9 and 1 is 10. The 10's complement. Multiply 1 times 1. I get a 1. That's the ones place. And then I would add, in my right hand I have 4 closed fingers. In my left hand I have 4 closed fingers. So 4 and 4 is 8. So 9 times 9 is 81 using 10's complement multiplication. In this clip, we will demonstrate why tens complement multiplication gives us an accurate result. We're going to multiply 7 times 8. We're going to get 56. The tens complement of 7 is 3. The tens complement of 8 is 2. So I'm going to write 7 as 10 minus 3 and 8 as 10 minus 2. And I'm going to do the binomial multiplication now. 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times minus 2 is minus 20. Minus 3 times 10 is minus 30. Minus 3 times a minus 2 is a plus 6. So if we multiply, these will be open fingers. 3 of them when it's a 7. And 2 of them when it's an 8. The multiplier and the multiplicand. So 3 times 2 is 6. We get this plus 6, the ones place. Now, if there's 3 fingers open, there must be 2 closed. If there's 2 fingers open, there must be 3 closed. So if we add the closed fingers, 2 plus 3, we get a 5, and that's the tens place. So multiplying the open fingers, we get the 6. Adding the closed fingers, we get the 5, the tens place, and the ones place. So it is 56. So there it is. What's great about this tens complement multiplication is that the students can verify all the facts in the from products 6 times 6 and up, 36 to 81. They can verify it, verify those numbers, and that's much better than rote memory of those facts.